All right, Mayor, thanks for joining us. We received news last night of the first ever COVID cases reported on Rota, at least two last we heard. Can you give us the status update on COVID on Rota and what you know so far about these first cases?
Yeah, so these two individuals, as we know, they were tested at the hospital, the Rota Health Center, and that's how they were found to be positive. As far as task force also is concerned, is that they're not infectious, so they were sent to their house under house quarantine and guarded by DPS personnel for like 5 days.
And can you tell us what Rota's vaccination rate is?
Yes, their vaccination rate is at 95% at this point as we speak.
And last we spoke, the task force was just having a visit to Rota for a quarantine site identification. Is there a quarantine facility on Rota already?
Yes, they have identified the Hotel Valentino as a temporary quarantine site.
And it hasn't been used yet because you said the first two cases are in home quarantine at the moment, right?
That's correct. That's correct.
And I know it's just not even 24 hours since the news has been announced, but in terms of contact tracing, are you seeing that this is a contained spread? When Tinian first announced their cases, they just reported 4. Fortunately, it wasn't more than that. What do you know so far about the spread of this virus on Rota?
Okay, so when we had learned about the two individuals, we immediately implemented the contact tracing. And so all those people that have contacts with the two were tested. And fortunately enough, they came up negative. So thanks for, I'm so proud about that. I'm glad though.
And what's the reaction from the community? Obviously, this is we're 2 years into the pandemic, but this is a first for Rota. So what happens now? Are any new protocols being put in place, or is it a matter of contact tracing, waiting and seeing? What happens now, given that you know that these are the first cases now?
So yes, we're just right now doing a contact tracing, and I will say that we require now the vaccination card upon boarding a plane. So to help reduce that risk, that's the requirement I would like to see that, and I request that through a task force. So yes, we are actively working on contact tracing and testing, as a matter of fact.
Right. Can you talk to us about testing? And are you planning to expand testing, or what happens? How can people get tested on Rota?
Yeah. So with this revelation, we schedule starting tomorrow, Sunday and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. the testing, and then also from Monday to Saturday from 1 to 3 p.m. So we are actively, we get into gear, so to speak, to up the gear to test our residents, and that's the only way that we can find out exactly how severe we are in.
And Mayor, what is your message to the community? This might be alarming to some. I know that schools are back in session. Do you have a message to Rota residents?
Oh yes, Tom, thank you for that question. I to the resident of Rota, I highly recommend or encourage them to please get tested because this is we're all in this together, and for the sake of yourself, please get tested. It's for you, your loved ones, your family, your friends and neighbors, and the whole community of Rota. So please, I beg of you, people that have not vaccinated to please do so. This is we're all in this together.
All right, Mayor, that's all the questions I had. Did you want to add anything else to that?
Well, I'm praying that we stay with the two, and also, Tom, I thank you so much for this opportunity to share it with our audience and in, our people here on Rota in particular. So, don't kulo na si Diyos, Tom.
All right, thanks, Mayor.